Welcome to an introduction to this YouTube channel by Dr. Nick Wilmore. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nick Wilmore, an Associate Lecturer with the Open University here in the UK. I've been supporting students with the Masters in Social Work course for a couple of years after a 30-year career as a social worker and manager. I've worked with children, with vulnerable adults and with their families and learnt a lot from them over time. If nothing else, I've learnt to respect people and their amazing capacity to succeed against the odds. It is this ability to change that has inspired me to engage as an academic and look again at what we're doing as a profession, supporting people in crisis or in need. I joined academia late in my career with research that covered social capital and the implementation of social policy. You will see the link to my thesis on the slide. The research also gave me the opportunity to dabble in a bit of behavioural economics, to look again at how personalisation has worked out and the impact of austerity in England. Some of this will be revisited in the clips on this channel. I have really enjoyed being a tutor with students on the Masters in Social Work course at the Open University, and these clips are the result of the work I have done to support their studies, but it also reflects the challenges and discussions that we have had that have developed my thinking. Without them, this channel would not have happened. Whilst thinking about those who've helped in my journey, I have to thank colleagues at Birmingham University and the Open University who have supervised and reviewed my work, and in particular Jane Dalrymple at the Open University, who has been doing so more recently. However, none of this would have been possible without the privilege of having worked with many people over the years as they have faced a range of challenges in their lives or given generously of their time towards my research studies. I cannot name you, but thanks. This brings me to an important point about confidentiality. I will always personalise a person and their experience with a name, and so should you in your writing. But I will never breach confidentiality by telling you either their real name or where I met them. There is a mix of material to support students develop as academics. Some clips that explore theory and concepts used in social work, and a small number that reflect on practice issues. The channel is focused on the student following a master's level course in England. The material is therefore aimed at academic skills essential to succeed at this level, such as referencing using the Harvard system, and plagiarism and how to avoid it through good academic practices. However, these clips may be equally helpful to anyone new to academic writing. I also look at what makes good critical writing, as that is the step up that master's students need to make in their writing. The majority of the clips look at theory and concepts useful to social work students, such as social policy and social capital. The approach is intended to have a strong theoretical basis, so you will find there are often links to the academic material that informs the discussion, and not a lot of fun graphics that get in the way of the detail. This is why I have kept the clips in bite sizes, so you can put them down and come back later. The final group are focused on practice issues in social work, for example the role of leadership in all levels of social work, and what it means to be a professional at a time when professionals are being challenged. The material here is what I developed to support students and is intended to supplement the core teaching provided by the university. It is not an alternative, as I assume you already have a general understanding of the key topics. What they do is help you develop your understanding and hopefully get a bit more out of your studies. After all, writing assignments is not much fun, but the reading and researching of a topic that goes into them can be. And that is what I want to encourage you to do. I've started with material I already had, or I developed when all the teaching went online because of the COVID lockdown. Having spent the time on it, I didn't want to think it had no future benefit, so have made it freely available for you to use to support your learning or to help others. Please don't use it commercially, as this was never intended to be an objective of this project. The aim is to support social work learning, so I would welcome any comments that can help develop the work you find on the channel, or might give me some ideas as to what else others might find helpful for me to include. I'm in your hands taking this forward. Indeed, I would love to include others joining me in developing and presenting clips, if you fancy the challenge. So, welcome to the channel, and I hope you find the clips helpful and they kick off a few ideas for you to follow up. But remember, they're no substitute for the course material you are also covering. In academic study, there is no shortcut to opening up your own interest in the range of subjects available. I know that the best social workers are the ones with open minds and a good breadth of knowledge that they can use to help others. I hope one day to be counted amongst them. So, keep safe and keep in touch by subscribing to this channel.